Welcome, Internet fans, to another exciting episode of The purpose behind today's video is to illustrate how to use the various apps that Blackboard provides. So once you're on your organization's Blackboard website, make certain you've signed in, and then to find the page that you want to add apps to. In this case, I will hover over Students and go to Extracurricular Activities. Then I go over to Site Manager, which opens up this area, this workplace. And I'm going to scroll down to the site I want to add apps to, and that will be Johnson County Teen Drivers. So this is actually a web page that I'll be adding apps to. Scrolling up, here we go. So currently only one app is added to this particular page, and it's a content app. But if I want to look at other apps, I can go over here to the right-hand side. Before continuing, note that there is something over here called Page Options. So if I wanted, I could have a person go to an external website when they click on the Johnson County Teen Drivers page. And what I would do would be, to set that up, I would click on Page Options, and then I would enter the URL right here where I would want the person be redirected. We're not going to do that now though. Going to hit Cancel. Next thing we're going to do is click on Manage Apps and Layout. After clicking on this, you can see where it says Add an App or Change the Layout. And it says here that we are in design mode. Organize your apps by dragging and dropping. Double-click the app to change the name. We're going to click on Change Layout. And as you can see, it offers multiple layout formats for you to use, if you so wish. And for the sake of this example, I'm going to choose the 2-column. Then I click on Apply. As you can see, each field in which I can add an app is indicated by this hyphenated box. So currently I have a content app up here into which I can insert introductory material about Johnson County Teen Drivers. Here I have a field for one app. Over here I have a field for a second app. Down here I have a field for yet another app. So let's take a look at what the app options are. We're going to go over to Add App, and this gives all the options that are available to us, quite a few. This app over here was already used on the area under Classrooms where the public may access teacher web pages. There's an alumni directory, announcements, article library, assignment, blog, book list, calendar, general content. Think of the content app as being a blank slate in which you can really add anything that you would like, text, pictures, etc. Discussion app, a divider, which quite literally is a divider such as a line going across the page, a document viewer, an embed code. So the embed code could be useful for adding, say, a YouTube video, something that looks like Facebook, a file library, Google folder for sharing Google file drives, a general heading, headlines and features, image, link library, a lunch menu app, maps and directions, mini-based multimedia rotator that would be similar to the banner images on the front of the website, onboarding app, photo gallery, which many people would use, a podcast, premium video, Q&A, school directory, site shortcuts, staff directory, table, Twitter share, upcoming events, and a wiki. Now, one quick thing I'd like to point out is there is one app that I'm not too happy with called File Library. And let me just show you an example of what that looks like. So what I'm going to do is go over here to Students, click on here, scroll down, go to Media Center, and what we're going to take a look at is Documents, which is the File Library app. See File Library app. We're going to take a look at, we're going to click on View Website here so we can see what it will look like to an outside user. And this is what I don't like about the File Library app. The font is very, very small. And to me it looks too bunched together. Anyway, I'm hoping Blackboard will go ahead and push down a correction for this, but if you can, try to avoid using the File Library app. I'm not a huge fan of it because I think the font is far too small, and as a result it doesn't look quite right. Alright, go and get out of this now and go back to where we were. Going back over to Students and Extracurricular Activities, and scroll on down to Johnson County Teen Drivers. Alright, so I have fields for 3 different apps here, and the question is what will go and teach those fields. One thing that's important to note is a couple of these apps are already on both the main website and on the Classroom Teacher web pages. These would be under Headlines and Features. And if I were to click on this, this would be adding the district announcements onto my club website, which I do not want. Also down here are the, if I can find it, here we go. Down here are the school announcements, which I do not want on my club webpage. Also scrolling down here are upcoming events, and these are things that are placed on the school calendar, which likewise I do not want on the club webpage. One thing that I will add though is a club calendar. So I'm going to scroll up over here and click on Calendar and click on Create New. And then I'm going to name it Joko Teen Driver Events and click on Create. Now I need to move it into place here. Going to add it to the right side there. And one thing is every time you change the layout, that little announcement will appear. Alright, so I have something in my bottom bar, the right bar. I still need something into this left bar. And actually I just realized I mixed these two up, so I'm going to switch them out. So I want the calendar over here, and this over on the bottom. There we go. If later on I change my mind about having an app, I can just click on this to remove the app from the page. Very easy. The county webmaster did recommend that if you're going to add other more substantial apps, that you do it on a brand new page, because it would look better that way. But for this one, I'm just going to add another content app. So I'm going to click on here for Add App and scroll down to Content, Create New, and then I can name it. And we'll just call this Joko Teen Drivers. Keep it simple. Create. And then I just move it over into the desired box. And still not quite right. Make sure that the photo gallery is over in here. And this is over here. And now it looks correct. Good. When you are all done with adding the apps to your layout, make certain you go up here and click on I'm done. Now you're ready to go ahead and edit these different areas. And the first step I want to work on is the photo gallery. So I'm going to click on this. and it suggests a gallery width of 600, but notice that it says you'll be able to adjust this in app options. So let's just go ahead and click on Let's Get Started. Success, you set your gallery width. We can then click on Upload Photos. And I'm going to select a file here. You can also drop files in. So what I'm going to do is just drag and drop files in. Let's say, for example, I would like to have this this picture in the picture gallery. I just click on it, drag it over, and it was copied. Let's add a few more pictures to that mix. And this was from one of our events where we were demonstrating how first responders can help save lives of people involved in traffic accidents. So I'm going to drag that one over, and maybe one more here. Let's say this one right here. Actually, let's grab one with one of our students. Here we go. Alright, so I went ahead and added three photos into the picture gallery. Next thing I'm going to do is click on Upload. And wait. You can see the percentage of completion there. Okay, all done. Success, you uploaded your photos. If I want to place them in a certain order, I click on Sort Photos. I can make them a little larger so I can see what the photos are about. And I could sort them alphabetically, but I'm just going to move this over here. Pretty easy. I click on Save. And then I'm going to click on Publish. Are you sure you want to publish? Yes, I do. Success, you published your photo gallery. Now let's take a look at how it appears. I'm going to click on View Website. Open this up all the way. Scroll down to the club web page. Still says this page is under construction here, but here's the calendar app that I had added. And down here is the photo gallery, so pretty cool. Alright, let's get out of this area here. So I'm going to go back to normal mode and X out of this. There we go. And I'm also going to X out of this for right now. Zoom that in full screen once again. If I want to look into other things, I can click on Options. You can see that we can enter a description of the picture gallery if we want to have one. Scrolling down here, it gives you different types of galleries, but they recommend keeping it as simple. You can change the number of seconds between pictures. You can change the fade style to one of these. You can even upload an MP3 file that will play when people view your picture gallery, which is pretty cool, and you can choose to loop the audio or not. One thing to remember is whatever MP3 file you use, make certain that it is a copyright-free MP3 file, and also make certain that it is attribution-free, meaning that you don't have to have special credits in there for whoever created that particular file. And then once you are done making any changes you want, click on Save. And I'm just going to click on Cancel here, since I don't want to change anything. Next thing we're going to take a look at is how to add events to the calendar. So we're going to go back by clicking on Johnson County Teen Drivers page. Click on the Calendar app. And here you see the calendar for the month of May. One thing that JoCo Teen Drivers will be participating in is a Relay for Life event, which is in June. So we're going to switch over to June here. And we click on New Event. We choose the date. Just click in here and you can adjust a month. Click on June 2nd, 2017. You can choose a start time, end time. You can choose all day if you'd like. Enter in the description right here. Let's just say Joko Teen Driver, safe driving, flyers distributed in parking lot of Relay for Life event, period. If you wanted to, you could, as usual, boldface, italicize, etc. Once you're done with this, you can choose a color code for this event if you would like. I'm just going to keep it as none, and I'm going to click on Save. Oops. And the reason why I didn't save is I did not enter in an event title. So it won't let you move forward if you don't add an event title into it. So let's just say Safe Driving Flyers for Relay for Life event. And now I can click on Save, and it's been added to the calendar. As you can see here, I can either edit or delete the event, but I'm happy with the way it is, so I'm going to move on. Alright, I'm going to go back to the main page here by clicking on this breadcrumb here, Johnson County Teen Drivers page. And I'm going to now click on Content App. And what I want to do is, obviously I want to get rid of this part about the page being under construction, so I'm going to highlight that and hit delete. And I'm going to transfer information from my old club website onto the new one. So I go to the old one over here. I'm going to highlight this, Control C for copy. Go back to this page here, Control V for paste. As you can see, the text did not copy over very well because the font size and any special coloring did not transfer. So in order to fix this, I'm going to highlight the text and change the font size appearance by going here to Style and clicking on Normal. And that looks pretty good. Maybe I want even a little larger than that though. Let's try large. And I want to change this font color, so I'm going to highlight that and change it over to, let's say, red. Then change this as well to help emphasize it. Maybe change that over to blue. And maybe try and make it a darker blue. Actually, it's already in bold. Alright, it's pretty good. Once I'm done, I click on Save. So going over here to View Website, you can scroll on over to Johnson County Teen Drivers, and this is what it currently looks like. So I still need to add something over in this section where there's another content app. So I'm going to exile this and click on Johnson County Teen Drivers page. Click on the content area over here. And what I would like to enter into this content area is a video. Let's say a YouTube video that I found on distracted driving, which I think is a pretty powerful video. So I'm going to just hit enter once a little bit and center. And the video that I would like to add is over in here on distracted driving. It's a pretty powerful video. Going to pause it there. down here, if you click on share, this is the URL, but that is not what we want. We want the embed code. So I'm going to click on this, right click, copy, go back over to Blackboard, and now what I'm going to do is enter in that embed code. So I click on this right here where it says source code. I'm going to right click, paste, click OK. The video is now entered into that content area. I do want it centered. And then I'm going to click on save. So success, you saved your content. To go back and take a look at what you've done, click on breadcrumb trail, sorry, misspoke. Click on view website. Enlarge. You can see this cool video here about distracted driving. The calendar's over here, and down here's my picture gallery. So these are some of the basic apps that you can use to enhance your website. Blackboard offers other apps that you can use to likewise offer additional content to your viewers. I hope you found this video useful. Please like the video, comment about it, share it with others, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support is deeply appreciated. Thank you everyone, and have an outstanding day.